Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Endless Legend where everything is cool and chill, as always, all of the time. I am not panicked. Who said I was panicked? Who did it? Point them out. So I think our position here is potentially pretty strong. My guess is this has to be like a city gets destroyed or something, right? Because this is the step that's mastery over empires. So we might progress block here pretty badly, but honestly, I think our science stuff is going pretty okay. I know we're way behind everybody, but like they all had massive head starts. And for the moment, it kind of seems like the situation might hold. Next turn we'll have enough influence to try to make that deal with the Wild Walkers. And if we can do that, let's take a quick stroll down everybody's feelings about everybody. So the Wild Walkers are at war with Green. I wonder if they consider that black spot to be military assistance. Okay, the Draken are also at war with the Wild Walkers. That does complicate things somewhat, but I think it makes the Wild Walkers a lot less likely to go to war with me because they have a complicated situation already. So noting that does make me feel like maybe we don't need to bother with that deal. All right, let's just keep moving. We're just waiting on this to tick away and doing our best to cash in these stockpiles for the maximum amount possible. So we need, you know what we might do here actually? Okay, cool, I believe you. I think you probably do. Okay, Brown wants to go back to Cold War. That's going to be a nightmare to maintain, I can see. Why? Why is everybody always got to be difficult? What I'm thinking I might do is just build another inverted triangle here and level this up that way. Because, like, we want as many river spaces as we can get. We have the aquapulvistics on top of our normal bonuses and stuff. Yeah, that might be the thing to do in this city when we can. And the food is coming in very, very quickly, even though we're not, like, trying very hard, which is wonderful. And yeah. Yeah, stuff's going okay. Let's get some more resources down here. We're going to hit the part of the game where everybody constantly needs glass, steel, and titanium at some point. And when we do, we'll be everybody's friend. Probably. Possibly. Maybe. Could be. Seems technically feasible. Right, I was going to get in the water. Why is this? Oh, that is a forested tile. It doesn't look like one, but it totally is. Okay, well, we'll just jump in the water at the beginning of the turn here. We'll go search the ruin that way. Is that a settler? It sure is. Okay, so we are about to meet Red. There's probably at this point not anything that we can do about that. I'm not wild about it, obviously. I'm not a huge fan of having a forgotten neighbor who knows how to infiltrate your cities. But I don't think there's anything realistically that we could do about it. There's not really anything we need to do with you either. So we could try to pursue peace with Brown again. The fact that Brown keeps busting us down makes me pretty nervous. It does make me think that they probably intend war. Oh, okay, they're not even being terribly difficult about it this time. I will absolutely pay you off, and in fact, I will pay you off significantly because I am not afraid of losing my glass steel stock too badly. We're pulling so much of it per turn. You know what? I'm gonna go all the way to 100. I want to give them enough that they remember it. That they're like, oh yeah, right. She's cool. The lady with all the resources. We want to be friends. Wouldn't that be nice? So I can probably do this at this point. And let's build. This city's got a lot of Oh, I definitely want to put a burrow down there because that's free extractor plus the exotics. So let's do that. Built the cargo dock there, so yeah, then we just yeah. That'll expand nicely. And I mean this too. So we could just pick up like a Bazi Safar Bahas. You know, there's enough skill points here. We could get to Black Marketeer pretty quickly, which is obviously very powerful. And then, yeah, I mean, Dust Boost 1 is not awesome, but I'll take it. It's fine. So which city do we want you to be in? I guess it makes more sense to put him in Indor Tara than in Ingolath, because Ingolath can't reach that many people to trade anyway. Yeah. This city has... Well, I guess its only direct ocean access is... Oh, it can reach Yulin as well. I'm adjacent to Gleka, not Yulin. So actually, the only place that it really makes sense for him to be is Howard. In terms of, like, enabling additional trade that we wouldn't be able to get otherwise. Or one of the cities down here to allow us to trade with Brown, even though Brown is being weird about it. I think that's actually fine. I'll just do that. So you go here. You can go there. And we don't even actually have the skill yet. I'm just getting this stuff first, but soon. You know, we got the Red Sang running and everything soon. And that leaves us with an entire 3 dust. All right, Public Works is going to be pretty good for us. We certainly have uses for influence. Also, I just completed a quest, but I have no idea what it could possibly be. Oh, right, I totally forgot about that. Okay. Oh, interesting. So they're losing the war then. I accept. Fine by me. They're losing that war badly, probably. Yeah, give me the good stuff, and then it is probably time to start building out in this city. So I kind of want to be, like, theoretically there's going to be an eclipse soonish. I want to be, like, near this temple ruin when that happens. And you... That's a single pearl? Yeah. You just kind of hang out. Yeah, we can hang out near the coast, and when the eclipse happens, Iraku can jump out of the army and get the ruins up here. So what do we need now? We don't really need expansion disapproval. I mean, obviously, like, more science stuff is more good. I'm going to go back and get canal locks probably at some point if our faction quest is actually completable. But let's maybe get access to the resource market. Okay, so wait, who's new? Who's new? There should be a new one, right? Oh, there's a Jocelyn Duvall now. That's okay. Level 3 with a point spent in a governing direction. I mean, a Jocelyn Duvall is not terrible. Mining Authority can be high value. Where would we want Mining Authority? Howard's not terrible. Laudora is probably not a good spot. Oh, Ingolath, actually. Is that the only thing we're mining in Ingoloth? It is. And how weird, it would also get us extra wine and extra dye, which I do like. I don't know. I think the actual answer is that we don't really need it. But also, I should get my governors in place, you know, at some point here. You're level 6? Oh, your skill points are terribly misspent. But Industry Boost 1, you know, I do like that better, especially on a level 6 hero. I do like that better than some of the other stuff I'm seeing here. You might go to Endortara, actually. You'll level up fairly quickly there. And I guess I'll just do that. It's a little weird, but it'll work. So at that point, now we only need one more real governor for Ingoloth. And then we can move our spy out to a spying position. Yeah, okay. Not too bad. And from here, I guess dust is mostly for rushing building completions and I guess buying people's allegiance. Well, we're gonna have market access in a second here. We may well find some things that we want to spend it on. So we don't really know anything about green. There's a pretty large area here that is mysterious to us that maybe we could do something about. Interesting. Probably taking it. We're getting pretty close to this winter. Hold on a moment. Okay, nobody has submitted any votes. I'm pretty happy to keep this as the way of things. Actually, as we're getting close to winter, it is worth thinking about whether or not we want to pursue the iceworks. My feeling is yes. Well, we have 72 pearls. If we go for an Abbey of Anomalies type thing, we certainly have a lot of cities where the Abbey would be very, very good. If we're going for an actual science victory, Nyctalopian lenses is also very, very good, but honestly, you can get enough pearls to run a fair number of lenses in a single winter. And I don't think we're in this place just yet. Like, it's definitely better for us to just be expanding and grabbing more tiles. So we would unlock this for 15. We'd build like 2 of them. You know what? I think it's worth it. Because I do think it's going to be a pretty significant benefit for, I mean, obviously it's quite significant for Laldora. Let's put that in the queue. It's also pretty good down in Ingoloth. And then we probably want to build districts in Ingoloth. Does it... Are we behooved to build in any direction in particular? Not really. I guess I will build... We could just sort of build along the coast, pick up more water tiles, because look at how good they are now. Yeah, I think that's fine. We are going to, for the moment, just bank dust, because when the Imperial coinage finishes, I want to be able to buy stuff if there's stuff to buy. Build districts everywhere else too, and in particular if there is stuff to buy, obviously I'm looking at maybe getting a hold of my very own Urkin. We still have not technically met Red somehow. Do I have... Where am I at on... Okay, we're still pulling these in quite slowly, unfortunately. Well, it's gotten a lot better. The 3.5 from the city. Yeah, that's something. These are still coming in slowly as well. Yeah, like, basically my big hope is that we'll be able to use the market to purchase ourselves a Chaka, who is obviously big benefit to us right now. So the only downside of winter for the cities right now is the -1 food, -1 dust on tiles. And I think I'm just gonna go for more inspirational leader for the moment. I mean, we're gonna get extra expansion disapproval, but like worst comes to worst, we just fire the wine, right? So what's your deal? All right, you're at war with Pink. That's probably going very badly. But being at peace knocks the black spot off, right? I'm gonna... I can't remember if that's a thing or not. You probably can't black spot people you're at peace with. I'm gonna refuse this. I don't think we need it. I think they need it. And while I am not broadly opposed to peace in, you know, in sort of a general sense, as a broad policy, I think that it probably doesn't suit us here so much. I am also a little bit wondering if maybe we're just not going to get an eclipse. You don't always get one. Okay, hydromiel. That's big. Got our very own Hyperium deposit. No mithrite, it looks like. Somebody else built the reliquary. Just hydromiel. I mean, that's fine. We're doing fine. Let's get all of the food. Okay, here in Anchan. Can we district again? We can't. We don't quite have the population, so time to do one of these. Also, we just hit the next era, so stockpile tech first. Pretty good timing. God, the music in this game. All of Amplitude's music, all of it is so good. We're still growing here. We can build these real quick while we're doing so. So, yeah. Titan bones? Ooh. I do believe. Indeed, indeed. Oh, no. You know what? I will take getting attacked by the minor faction. That's fine. Or maybe they won't do it at all. Okay, that gets us formally met by red, which is, you know, whatever. So downside, there's not a lot of room to put a Chaka. Certainly nowhere down here where they could like feed the science of Laldora, but they can just stay right here and feed the science of Endortara at least. So it's emeralds. Remarkably, almost never a thing I want, but in this case. Yeah, can we buy emeralds? Are there emeralds? Sure. Let's just go ahead and... Right? Why not? Okay. And I am going to withdraw my Chaka to a tile that is closer to my city. Okay, so having an Urkin is probably going to give us a little bit of extra security in case of anger from the other players. Not necessarily a ton, but something. We may end up having to close borders on red for it, though, just to hold on to it. Now that we have met red, let's get a little bit of information here. Okay, so green's just doing very badly. Green's having a terrible time. Actually, can we, Oh, also. Hell yeah, spices. Can we verify? Military forces... Actually, red's very small and weak. Pink is very small and weak. Green is maybe doing just fine. Because it's only at war with those two, right? Yeah. Maybe they're doing just fine. Okay. Laldora definitely needs a national museum in a real hurry. And then probably also... This is where we should put our arena. Yeah. Okay, I think all this makes sense. We're in a situation here where if Brown declared war on us, it would not be like immediately the end of the world. We'd have to spin up ship production pretty fast, but we might be able to. We would almost certainly lose some ocean. But like it's very resolvable. Oh, stockpiles. So we shouldn't buy this right now. We should wait and buy it in a second, provided that it's still there. Okay, they did go for it. Well, I mean, we rumble them, right? I should have pressed the button. But like, let's get a little bit of combat XP on our Urkin. It is going to be a very little bit. I don't know that the lice need to participate. I might want to just preserve their health. Bloodlust are... Well, you know what? They're coming in pretty quick. Like, even if I move everybody the maximum distance here... Let's see. We want you to go to, like, there. So that you can be a blocker. And you can assist from here. It's like Chaco will heal, but dead lice are dead. Oh. Just casually stunned my Urkin. Okay. Well, that's a problem. You can probably handle this. I guess, yeah. I'm surprised Urkin are vulnerable to... Wait, no, they shouldn't be, right? You know, they have disease immunity. It doesn't actually say that they are immune to stun. Well, so it goes. Alright, yeah, just do what you gotta do, little lice. Oof. It's not a kill. There we go. Now we're seeing some deaths. I can't believe the stun procced. What bizarre. Red hasn't closed borders to me, right? No, I'm allowed to go into Red's territory. I'm gonna try to loot this ruin. We'll see if they'll allow it. The sea monster seems to not be paying attention, so I think that we can grab this real fast and then get out of here. And y'all are just waiting on stuff to change. Oh, I guess the way I've set this up, I'm sort of... Yeah, the way I put this ruin, the dock, I should have put... Whatever, it's fine. And we should build up here anyway, because we can get more river. Yeah, that was a bit silly. It's fine. Oh, also, I just have a huge amount of dust. Well, we're going to need a bunch of it in a second here, because buying the high-level stockpiles from the market is actually very expensive. Oh, somebody bought it. Well, never mind then. In that case, we're just rushing buildings. Okay, I think we are going to grab Black Marketeer. I accept a research agreement. So, an interesting thing about an alliance with this player is that it doesn't actually grant us any safety. Do we want that? Do we want an alliance that's not like... Because they couldn't attack us anyway. The only way that they can attack us is still available to them, even under an alliance. And they're trying to angle technology out of me. Oh, we should fire this. I am gonna do that as well. And also this. Okay. Hey, look, we have dust. So... Blue is in a solid race for second in the overall tech numbers. Somehow, Samutanda has 50 technologies right now. So we're in a place where giving Blue technology makes their victory techs more expensive, because they are at 45 already, though. It's a lot of glass steel. I accept. I'm cool with it. They're going to give us a lot of map information. Okay, yeah, so green's doing extremely well, actually, as we suspected from the military chart. Which means that if the final part of our faction quest is anything related to giving green, to seeing a green city destroyed or something, it's probably off the table. Yeah, not great, not ideal. There was something else I was about to do, and I don't remember what it was. Oh, it was look for an actual fifth hero. Yeah, is there somebody we want to hire in here? Jocelyn Duvall is still kind of fine. Like, we have not seen strong heroes overall this game. I think the answer is no. Let's get our hero back up on land. You can just keep waiting. So we are one era away from the era before the victory tax. Could we win a science victory at this point? It would be entirely basically, yes. But it would basically be because the AI chose not to, but that's like literally the only kind of victory that's going to be available on this difficulty at all. I would like it to be the case that I could just overpower them through sheer play skill or whatever, but like the math does not make that very likely. And it's very difficult to argue with the math. Right, I thought this army was already in position to... Okay, whatever, it's fine. Doesn't change anything. No, I don't care about that. Sorry, friend, that's a real weak type of it's a real weak extortion plan you got there. Okay, so we should have enough to do Imperial funding very easily in every city, and probably to buy a couple of them out. Like here, I definitely want to just go ahead and push it. And then we need this, which is also good. We're gonna want another... Yeah, I think the inverted triangle actually makes sense. I think it's pretty good. So is the other army is one that actually does already have orders. Okay, just gotta check for stockpiles every turn or two. So at this point, big food, big science per population, big population per city is the strat. Seems like. So where are we unlikely to be able to finish the actual building quickly? Probably here is not awesome. But like, what about up on the island? Was the island 4 turns? Yeah. And Dortara is still building a lot of stuff as well. But I'll get it done. And it's on every tile, not just tiles that already had science. Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna buy the other one out here. We have enough money for that. All right, we are advancing. Still, like, pretty behind, but advancing. And then probably just get out of their territory, I guess. Oh, cool. Dust. They would give me glass steel for peace, but I am not interested. Let's finish off Inspirational Leader. Huge payoff. Feeds on bones, of course. Eating well off of our purchasing. And you get to start grabbing seniority bonuses. You're going to be a really good spy someday soon. Okay, armies are now properly regenerating again, which is nice. Yeah, I think we're telling them that. I do think it's interesting that Green is trying to pay us for peace, given that they... I mean, I guess they're just, like, overwhelmed, but they seem to be doing quite well. Is Blue at war with anyone? No. It's a shame that we can't convince Blue to go to war with Green on account of the game rules, because they'd be very helpful in that endeavor, it feels like. So, we are still short a hero. Next rollover's in, like, 6 turns? I mean... It's fine. We can wait. I don't want to wait, but I also don't want to hire any of these heroes. So at this point, I'm gonna refocus the capital into like super hardcore food mode for a little while, and we're just gonna buy the things that the capital actually needs. I think that's a good use for dust for a bit. Because, like, we're going to need more population than this, for sure, right? And I guess at this point we could grab, like, Endless Sciences real quick. If there's not anything more obvious that we want. Okay. Alliance type gains are up, which is nice. Yeah, we still don't quite pull enough of this. We're above replacement rate now. We just weren't for the entirety of the last run. I do think we're just going to fire that in the capital. Give me additional foods, please. It's not a huge priority. So, up here to get more river. Yeah, it's going to be kind of a weird looking city. Which is fine. Does that make sense? We're definitely, like, we're quite vulnerable of any military attacks. But, like, also, what would we do? Let's get hothouses. So you don't really have a role. Your role is to hang out near ruins that are in my territory. It is looking increasingly like this is going to be a winter that is not preceded by an eclipse, though, huh? Does happen. The planet's cycles are somewhat irregular. Gosh, we went through that big supply of titanium really quickly. Oh hey, mastery of our enemies is going to complete. That's wonderful news. Okay, now I have to black spot a player who I like. Or they have to get destroyed, which doesn't seem impossible. But if we did that, we'd be able to go for... I mean... That's very interesting. Do we want to do it? Do we want to try? That's enough to run. Yeah, 30 is our magic number. So we would need 10 more Moonleaf, which I'm sure is available. Market prices for everything are super low this game. Okay, I am at peace with them, right? Am I allowed to black spot you? No. Okay, I was right about that. They're at war with green and pink. Pink exerting probably no pressure on them at all. And green's not going to kill them. So, you know, there really is a question here, I guess, of like whether I think we can actually... It doesn't seem infeasible that we could just build the tower and win. Like, let's go back and get... oh, sorry, not this. Yeah, hydrology. Let's go back and grab the canal locks next. And then, like, maybe? So we would have to bust the Draken down to Cold War, then black spot them for 10 turns. Then... Ooh, their military has overtaken Green's considerably. And in fact, it's just very powerful generally. Out of curiosity, if I, let's say... Oh, I can't make the deal. I was going to try to ask them what they would pay for me to move the black spot. But I guess you can't do that on a player who it's currently on, which is a shame. So actually, I could just take from you... Oh, you don't have it. Never mind. We could get something from you, though. How about, like... You know, Dust Refinery is not a bad idea. Don't think there's anything else here that I'd be really all that interested in. Yeah, Smelting Station I would take if they were willing to give it, but we also don't need it. Gee, I thought a bar that small we'd be able to make it up in goods trivially, but I guess not. Well, what do you have? Nothing you're willing to part with? They'll give us the pearls. Yeah, I wanted to get paid out, but... I think this is like actually a really interesting decision point because pursuing the Wonder Victory is for sure, 1000% for absolute certain, gonna be faster than pursuing the Science Victory. We finish our faction quest, Because right, there's 7 real steps, and then step 8 is the end. So we finish our faction quest at like turn 82, and then get to start building the wonder right then. That feels very strong to me. Now I'm a little torn though. I'm realizing I'm not 100% certain. Is there an 8th actual step? You know what? This is highly unorthodox. I'm gonna go to the Endless Legend wiki really quickly while we're on camera and just go look, because like this is important. We're gonna make an important decision here. How long our faction quest? After all this time, you'd think I'd remember? Okay, there is an 8th step. So we wouldn't be able to just go turn 82, start building the tower. It looks like there's only one version of the 8th step, though. At a season change while controlling 2 oceans. Okay. So it's definitely like a thing that we could do. It's not quite as fast as I'm talking about, though. Will you think I'm terribly cowardly if we just make a save here and try it both ways? I'm legitimately curious whether we can pull it off. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna make the branching save. Listen, we're still learning. We're still learning. So we're gonna go with what I think is the right play first. And that is not black spotting the Draken. I think it's very, very dangerous to do that. It's entirely possible that we have turned the war against green by black spotting them, because blue's forces actually can attack green's troops, even in green's territory, while the black spot is up. So we may have... Yeah, that black spot may actually be paying dividends right now. I think we're going to leave it right where it is. My concern is that while the quest victory is way faster, if we black spot the Draken, they may kill us for it. So this, I think, is the more likely to work play. You are supposed to be trying to get adjacent to that ruin. You are already adjacent to that ruin. Yeah, okay. So I think this is the part where we stop advancing the faction quest. We got lots of cool payouts and stuff, but let's let it rest now. Hydrology is still, I think, worth getting, potentially. I don't know, it probably doesn't matter, actually. Ofosu gets to finish this out, which is cool. That is a terrible deal. So, hothouses... We can afford to do hothouses in a couple of locations. I am going to just buy this. Definitely want the hothouses here. Fertilizer plants, also quite good for Laldora. Laldora's got a lot of naturally foody tiles, given its settling location. Yeah, okay. That's going to be a ton of population. We are going to have so many very, very thinky people. Alright, so we're starting to level stuff up already in this city, which is awesome. Yeah, we'll do hothouses here as well. I think it's well worth it. And I guess just like hang out here. It is possible that we're getting like a winter that's at the very tail end of this this range, and as such there will still be an eclipse, but that's really the only way. I could see it still happening. And if winter happens first, we just run around and grab pearls with our armies instead. It's fine. Okay, compliment from Red. Interesting. So they're intending to offer us something soon. Yeah, being able to run every luxury resource all of the time is definitely powerful. Okay, let's finish that. Laldora is a place where a science can occur. Is it now? Endless mechanisms time? I mean, we're definitely going to want fluid biomechanics, so we may as well grab that. We don't need endless mechanisms. It's not a thing we have to research every game. We already have so much dust. Oh, double defective luxury boosters on the capital is definitely a good idea. Yeah, we'll grab this stuff. There's not really anything of value for my armies to do right now, so I'm just gonna keep building and stuff. Yeah, that makes sense. And here, well, we should probably get the glass steel extractor up, and then it's like Burrow Streets, and that's, you know, that's enough burrows that these two buildings become reasonable, I think. So we have a bunch of money, and I don't really know what to do with it. We're still looking for one real governing hero, but the rollovers haven't started yet. A lot of Istros Watcher fire spikes out here. It's a venerable family of people who nobody ever wanted to hire. Does seem to be a weird genetic predisposition to hand down, but here we are. So yeah, we're already like in Dortara, for a city that was founded as recently as it was, and one that's not like been food focused at all. This population's really coming along. Alright, everybody's got stuff to do. We're just gonna buy stuff out in the capital. Cold War from the Draken needs to be fixed. I am not going to give you that. Yeah, fertilizer plant gets boosted. Do we want to do a... Yeah, let's do a subterranean garden in the capital as well. Now, we are moving up on Empire Plan time. So let's make sure that we're actually doing what we want to be doing. I mean, obviously the best thing would be this, but that's very expensive. I am fully fine with sticking to what we got. Or, like, this is also good. 3150. We're gonna get there as things stand now. I'm comfortable with just allowing that to happen. We don't really need the extra industry. Okay. How hard would it be to get peace back with you? Because I would like to. You're gonna make it a big thing. Okay. You have a ton of technology already, and you're obviously working on a research victory, or at least an endgame tech. So if you will take tech, I should probably give it to you. Well, see, that's dangerous. We're increasing their tech costs, but we're also giving them an awful lot of science stuff that they don't have yet. Giving them Imperial funding seems really dangerous. These two are, first of all, each of them less valuable, and secondly, adding more to their overall technology costs because we're giving them 2 techs, so... And maybe it's not even necessary to do this, but I just want to make it as unlikely as possible that we will be attacked. I think there's a lot of obvious value to that. Gosh, this summer has just been forever. yet. Keep the dust water rolling. I would love to have the spices also continuing forward. Can we do that? Probably. Well, you know, just barely. Okay, so we have managed to outpace the population in this city very slightly. The hothouses will help us to reverse that. And I don't know, part of me's like, hey, maybe we should have just black spotted the Draken. There's for sure some consideration there. Being at Cold War with them for 10 turns, even without the animosity generated by a black spot, though, feels dangerous to me. Maybe this is like, this is my paranoia, this is my oversensitivity to the way that we are going to tend to lose games on this difficulty, but... Okay, so that's victory text, 2 different players finishing victory text on turn 77. To give us an idea of pacing for the future. Turn 77's fast. I'll say that. Yep, more burrow. Well, I screwed up, but let's fix it. We just have a weird extra. I mean, we did it to gain an ocean tile. It's not terrible. Over here, I want to make sure that I build the National Craftworks in a hurry. I guess we can just rush this. And up on the island, it is probably time for more burrows. It is not yet, no. Well, that's fine. Fertilizer plant versus refrigeration plant. Let's go this one first. 2 technologies left to get into Era 5. Gosh. Let's grab this, and is there anything else I want back here? I guess I should, you know, we bought out so much stuff. I should probably have... Yeah. Yeah. Alright, keep checking for stockpiles. At some point we're just, you know, going to be rolling our own, but... Does seem like a science victory is going to be... You can have a hard time outracing the AI if they're finishing science text on turn 77, but that, I wonder about that faction quest victory. Okay, winter has fallen. Just in time for us to put down an Abbey of Anomalies. Okay, those pearls are gone already. We can get these ones, though. You don't get to tell the AI off for stealing your pearls. They can get mad at you, but it's a one-way street. What if we both declared war on the Draken? I don't know there, friend. That seems like dubious play to me. So, yeah, there is enough Dust Orchid to keep running it. The Hydromiel has run out. I'm not too concerned about it. I don't think we're gonna bother. More burrows, yeah. Yeah, because we wanna build off of this. So yeah, just put it down, even though that thing's already level 2. Like I said, I goofed up a little bit here. Okay, we'll save dust for a turn. Oh, right. I do think we want the Abbey. And I am absolutely going to Abbey on a tile that has science. Red's gonna regard this as me taking one of their pearls, I bet. Always annoying. Okay. So turns out there's a lot of pearls right around the home base, which is great news. We are not going to get to that. The Auriga have positioned themselves well for this, which is not, I think, a huge surprise. I'm going to detach our hero because I believe the hero is actually faster, right? Not a huge amount, but yeah, some. I might just get on land and grab these ones. I don't know that it makes a lot of sense to compete. And there's that penultimate era music. So to be clear, I fully intend to come back and try the other path from that save, regardless of whether we win or lose. Because I am very curious. Okay, Red Sang's got to stay active. That's a permanent one. Let's see, up here. Oh, I just built over the two places where it would be really good to put down an Abbey, and like we could grab that, but it's certainly not. It's not like totally ideal. Oh, this is probably a good time for some subterranean gardens in the places that we're going to build them. May as well make that the first play. You know, we have enough to buy it out, and we have already bought out the big expensive thing for the capital, so let's do that. This is also, yeah, plus 10 food on each district tile during the winter. Seems pretty good. And Dortara still has like a bunch of lower... Well, no, not that much really. It's pretty caught up at this point. I do think that Abbey makes a lot of sense. And then a burrow here. And then y'all should head back home. It's gonna take you forever to get there, though. I guess I'm gonna head up here. The AI probably don't know about these pearls, right? We have a ton of vision, but they don't. So hopefully some of that stuff will be left by the time we get up there. We'll still be around. That is 4 pearls. I'm going to leave him. I'm going to leave him as a gesture of goodwill for Blue, who I am terrified of. Not that they can declare war on us, but still terrified. So let's do scientific specialization first. I think that's pretty obvious. And then we'll see from there. Keep an eye out for stockpiles. And also for stockpiles. Oh, I didn't... Did we end up spending influence? I didn't end up... I didn't last turn before the thing happened to make sure that we were actually going to hit our intended Empire plan. Uh-oh. Just kind of a lot going on in my head. Oh, well, you know what? We can drop this. Okay. They removed the black spot. Fair enough. Okay. Forgot all about that, but that's fine. So at this point, it's not really all that much to grab for you. You leveling up does remind me that I was going to come back here and look once the heroes had rolled over. There's a Zarcha Atenal, which is like whatever. Ugh, three misspent skill points though, makes it pretty bad. There's some Namkangs who are not... Yeah, that's not a bad one. It's not ideal, but it's not a bad one. Yeah, okay. Irrigation expert's actually good in this city, but also, you know, so's the other stuff. Okay. Alliance values have returned to normal. We get to max out Impassioned Preacher, so Andom is just, like, really good at generating stuff. Interesting. That would put us at peace with everybody, which I do kind of like. Feels less likely, though still far from impossible, that we will be attacked now. So there is one more anomaly we can grab real fast. And then also, you know, like, Hydromatic Laboratory is actually good here. Large-scale Aquatic Center, similarly, will actually be good here. Do we want to just fire this? I think I want to get to the era as quickly as possible, and then once we're grabbing our first victory tech, we just hold them again, and then try to do the mad dash. So I do fire this turn. I think. I'm not 100% certain that that's right. Okay, let's let all that play out. Down here, we also want to get our actual extractors up. Thing worth doing. If I do this the other way around, no, it does not get done in one. Okay. Yeah, we're doing okay on pearls. I feel a little silly not having, like, verified that we were in a good place on influence before the Empire plan hit. Okay, so this city has a ton of beautiful plus 15 plus 15 science tiles and all of the multipliers, and it's all very good. I think Feeds on Bones is pushing for, you know, the good skill. That I've already... Impassioned Preacher? Inspirational Leader. That's the one. Every one of us seeks to be inspirational in our own way. Okay, yep. So we definitely need to buy out some stuff in the capital in a real hurry. Obviously. Critical import. This is also good. Yeah, we have a lot of level 2 districts in this city. It's very good. And then also, you know, just kind of a... potentially doing another triangle? It's actually pretty efficient. It's a lot of districts, and a pretty small number of them won't level up. Yeah, I kinda like that an awful lot, and that city is getting absolutely huge. Terrifyingly huge. So the Abbey doesn't make the most sense here. It's probably just, yeah, more food generation. We're definitely saving dust for the capital. You should build an adamantium extractor for sure, and then, yes indeed, even more burrows. Oh, this is actually very good here as well. Yeah, go ahead and grab that. And it turns out our hero is going to be the one who makes it over to these pearls. Well, the force, we'll meet him there. Okay, so we're well on our way. What was this again? Have a city with 30 population. So we're absolutely going to get this. We don't need it. It doesn't have any value for us, but we are going to get it. So what is next? It's probably Imperial News Network. Yeah, we could use those for the capital. Enlightened Trade obviously is very good, but I don't know that we're going to have the titanium to take advantage of it. Well, we'll grab this and then we'll see from there. You can get in the water, and so you shall. Oh, apparently there's a small amount of pearls that way. Yeah, it's kind of tricky. We got all the good stuff, it seems like. I don't know what the most efficient way to gather up the rest of this is. We may as well rush through that so that we can actually be working on the living lab tools directly. And I think this is maybe an okay place to stop for today. Like, we're really hauling now, but we're also way behind, and it's getting to the point where us being way behind, like, the way that the AI is ahead is they are actually close to victory. Have any of them completed a second? Yes, Samatanda has, in fact, completed a second victory tech. So we may be looking at a science victory before turn 100 from Samatanda, which is bad news, obviously. Faction Quest victory is going for you. 3 players have lost their capitals. Yeah, the victory timing here is just extremely harsh. All right, well, for this particular plan, there's nothing left to do but just continue gutting it. So that's where we're going to call it for today, and thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, tomorrow, my suspicion is we're going to watch one of the AIs win, but we're going to do our level best to at least show up on the chart. Listen, if I can get an alliance with Samatanda and then a second order victory would still be better than we've ever done before. So maybe we'll angle for that. And we'll see you then.